Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we'll be doing some mud into Scotland 6. We got board E, one of the strongest boards into solo. Starting Explorer is Sands. Probably not bad for us. Actually, that's now that I think about it, it's probably pretty good. We have the Defend 5 nicely over here for E2. We'll be able to kill this town here, and we can stop the build here. So, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good start. So we're going to G2. Putting a sacred site here, and we're going to play open shifting as well as foul vapors. This tends to be the opening I've been playing with mud the more and more I play it. If I'm trying to take as little blight as possible, sands build, explore is mountain. And mountain is pretty bad for us. We'll end up taking 2 blight here on E2, and if mountain comes up in early stage 2 like here, we might have some problems. We're going to use open shifting waterways, gathering 2 Dahan into the jungle, 1 damage, 1 fear. We're going to use that innate, 1 fear, pushing this presence into my E7, killing the town, and pushing one of the Dahan. We'll push the Dahan over here to the sands. And then we're going to use foul vapors, 1 fear, and we're going to push both explorers. Actually, we'll push both into the jungle here. I know playing around beast damage is something I usually like to do, but I don't want to get edge cased because we're already taking 2 blight here on my E2. Pass, and I usually like to G3 here to get some energy and a power card. I think that's okay. Go here into that mountain. Let's get that miner. Looking for a defend, looking for an on-element cards. I'm not too excited about these. Promises is, I mean, maybe I just grab Pact or the Joint Hunt, because at least Pact allows me to help on my E5. I mean, I could Song of Sanctity as blight removal, but I think that's probably just not good enough. At least maybe I can do like Pact plus Thickets. Thickets, 1 fear, defend 5 in the sands. Let's see what that event is. Each beast destroys. May use a slow power now. Add an explorer. So we add the explorer over here to the sands. Beast destroy, it dies. Fear card, remove an explorer from a land with the Han. Nice. Stops that. Sands Ravage. Scotland 6. We're playing solo and we're playing board E, so no Scotland 6 here. Mountain build. And we're really hoping, like I mentioned, please do not be mountain. Sands. Nice. And we have to escalate. We'll escalate over here into E5 because that town's just about to die here. With Pact to the Joint Hunt, gathering a Han, and killing that town. Oh, and we also have that water innate. So we're going to push that sacred site into my E5. And I think I want to G3 again here. Well, if I G2 to this land, I'll stop. No, I actually have to G2 here. Yeah, so I think we just G2. We play the 1 card. We take this as a scaling turn. We put the sacred site here. And we'll be able to gain 2 power cards with Exaltation because we are playing solo. Fear cards, Invaders, Search inland. This is awesome. So we can move this town inland. We then get to Han defense. So it's basically a free town kill. Actually, we can push this town instead. The free town kill. Mountain Ravage. 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 Dead town. Scotland 6. Sands build. Explore is jungle with an escalation. So let's I wanted to explore here. I can escalate into the sands possibly. Or I can escalate into this jungle here. I'll have 2 towns. That's probably too dangerous. So I think we escalate over here into E1 and then explore into here. And we're going to hopefully draft a defense for this land. Let's use Exaltation. So first we're going to get a miner. Playing solo so we can gain 2 power cards. And yeah, we got some good ones. I mean, I like strong constant currents. It's fast disruption. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably just this card here. as this will allow me to basically push stuff out of this E3 land. I could also grab Ever Twisting Trail as a way to isolate lands. And we're going to pay 2 energy. We're going to gain another power card. We're just looking for another defend, and there we go. There's that sap. Call to Trade, though, is one of the best cards in the matchup. So it might just be Call to Trade here. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just Call to Trade. I mean, I know if I pick up this card, it's going to be impossible for us to lose. Though sap is just very, very strong. But like Call to Trade solves my E2 land, and that's my biggest problem. So we're going to grab Call to Trade. And just looking at those other cards, I know I'm moving a little bit fast here. So the other drafts, Fleshrot Fever and Root Biters, I mean, they're not bad. So Root Biters is not bad here in this matchup because you're pushing towns. And Fleshrot Fever, it is on Element, but this tends to be just mediocre. So really the two cards I'm looking at is Call to Trade and Sap. And at the previous draft, Dry Wood is 1 damage, not good enough. Devouring Ants, 1 to 2 damage, usually not good enough. So really we're between Strong Constant Currents as well as Ever Twisting Trail. And I grabbed Constant Currents because it's more on Element, as well as it's 0 cost. You'll know that I'll prioritize drafting 0 costs over 1 costs quite a lot. We're going to use that Water Innate, pushing that Presence over here to the jungle. Passes. And we are going to G1 Reclaim. I think we do Thickets, Open Shifting Waterways, and Constant Currents. Yep. So Constant Currents, pushing that town over. Thickets, 1 Fear, defend 5. And we'll have Open Shifting Waterways to maneuver some Dahan over to this land. So we get add a beast to a land with towns. When exploring, explore a town. Dahan defend. Nice. Removes an explorer town from a land with 2. Does not do anything. Sand Ravage. Jungle builds. Explore is jungle wetlands. That's so good for us. So I guess we'll go town, explorer, town. And that's with promising farmlands. We're going to use this innate. 2 fear. Killing that town. And then we're going to use open shifting waterways, 1 fear, and we're going to gather 2 Dahan into that land. Killing an explorer. There we go. Time passes. And we're just going to G1 reclaim here. Because we need an answer for this jungle. I think we are in a really good spot there. And maybe I should have grabbed Call to Trade. I mean, I was basically planning as if that mountain was going to be the stage 3. Not having a second defend here, as you can tell, is a little bit, or could be painful. Though I think we'll probably be okay. I mean, we have thickets. Actually, we should probably put the triple stack here. Well, there is an option where I could choose to Call to Trade this land, which is quite interesting. So if I do thickets, if I Call to Trade the land, the biggest problem is there's just too many. There's just too many problem lands. I can do these 3 cards, right? I have. So I think we do this. So thickets. It's 1 fear, defends on my E3. We have Foul Vapors to push the explorers out of this wetland. Problem is they're going to have to, because of this silly town here, they're going to scout on 6 in my jungle. So maybe I just Call to Trade it? Now if I do Call to Trade it, the town gather is forced. It just builds an explorer though. That's probably okay. I wonder if I was supposed to just kill the town here, throw more Dahan into this jungle. You know, I think that was probably the play. Instead of killing the town here. I mean, what if I don't call to trade? It just, yeah, no, we have to call to trade here. It does suck because if I get Dahan defend, then I would have solved the land. By call to trading here, we prevent all problems. We prevent ourselves from going blighted, and we can just reclaim, grab the defend again. And gradual corruption, it's going to cost 3, which we don't have, so it looks like we go blighted anyway. So that's really exciting. Gradual corruption can definitely be a frustrating card. Erosion of will. 2 fear, lose an energy. We have 1 energy. We lose a presence as well. Fatalities, and we get to add a Dahan. Fear cards, push an explorer or a town. Guess we can go like this. I mean, it's forced. Ravage skip. Okay, well. So we build Scotland 6, build, and the Explorer is coasts. I think we do something like that. Foul Vapors, 1 fear. Push those Explorers out. And I guess we use this innate. 2 fear. Killing the town. And we'll push the 2 Dahan out. Like this. Yeah, we'll likely take another blight here. It's probably okay though. So we need to be able to set up for our E2 when that ravages next turn. Yeah. Yeah, maybe me grabbing call to trade, maybe that was the mistake. Hmm. So if I G1 this turn, yeah, I think we just G1 again. Go to 4 plays. Create the sacred site here. Get 4 plays. Go this, this, this. Just want to max out that innate. Yep. Thickets, defend 5, 1 fear. And we take the blight here. I think that should be fine though. Ooh, far off 4 touches. So we have to, let's gather the Dahan out. Add a Badlands. Add a fear card. We could just kill a ton of buildings now. Though we will lose, so let's just destroy a town. Fear card, strife and land of Dahan, sure. Let's ravage. Scotland 6. Build coasts. Explore is wetlands with an escalation. And let's escalate. Explore, explore. Okay, innates. 1, 2, 3. Killing all of this. Pushing a Dahan and a Dahan. Foul Vapors. 1 fear. Pushing that explorer in. We have Tangled Growth just for elements, and then Open Shipping Waterways, 1 fear. And I mean, I guess we just throw Dahan this way. I mean, we have Call to Trade set up nicely for E2 next turn, and then we plan on using our innate to clear out this wetland. We'll slowly get there. I mean, we just G1 reclaim again, and this is the biggest problem with Mud, and why I like Mud sometimes, but other games it's just kind of little just samey. Is just because a lot of times you just enter this reclaim loop. I think we're about to break out of it though. We do all those cards, and we need one more moon card. So we actually don't get the max innate this turn because so I think if that's the case, we just play Pact to the Joint Hunt. Call to trade. Let's gather that town in, and that will be a build action. Let's see what that card is. We are so this would be strip the land bare. Does nothing. Add a disease. We'll add that disease over here to the wetland, I guess. And ooh, we get to gain an energy. Story and season. 2 terror level 2 scapegoats. Dead, dead, dead. Dahan attack. Choose a land with Dahan. 1 damage per Dahan. Sweet. So we can kill that town here. Create that nice little pocket we were hoping for. Coastal Ravage. Cause this to build. Wetlands build. And then explore is sands and mountain. Foul Vapors. 1 fear. And we'll just push this Explorer into my E7. And basically what I'm trying to do is, I think we have this game on lock now. We're just trying to find an answer for my E2. We've kind of fully, I don't want to say stabilized the inlands, but we're about to. We have our innate here, which is 2 fear, killing that town. So 1 more fear. We then have Pact of the Joint Hunt, gathering a Dahan, doing 3 damage. And then we have Open Shifting Waterways, 1 fear, allowing us to gather. I think we just, yeah, let's just do it over here. And then we're hoping for like beast damage here. And then now we need to start digging for an answer for our mountain. And we won't have Scotland 6 on the wetland, so we've basically kind of created that little pocket there. And I believe we G1 reclaim again. Just pretty funny, just keep on reclaiming. But now we get to take a bit of a break because we can play cards to scale up, though we don't have any moons. So I think we do something like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, because now we'll have that second threshold. Yeah, I mean, this is probably fine. And we'll be able to gain some cards with, well, I guess we won't this turn, but next turn we can. So yeah, we have open shifting waterways moving, or actually strong constant currents pushing that town, and we can move some Dahan in there next turn. We'll be able to get majors. Yeah, things are looking pretty good for us here. Extensive buildings. I guess choose jungle. Build an explorer. Stricken and settlers encroach. Sure. Fear cards. Removes an explorer town from inland land. Sure. 2 strife from land not matching a ravage card. Sure. Put both of them on my E2 so that possibly if I draw a pent up, we can win that way. Wetland Ravage. Sands Mountain build. And the Explorer is Mountain Wetland. And now I guess drafting that Call to Trade is just coming in handy here. So we're going to use that innate here. It's going to be 2 fear, push a presence in here, killing a city, pushing that Dahan out. We are then going to use Open Shifting Waterways, 1 fear, moving both Dahan in. We'll do this, doing 2 damage to the city. Then we're going to use Pact of the Joint Hunt, gathering a Dahan, doing 4 damage. So that kills a city and another city. And then we have Foul Vapors, 1 fear, and we'll push this Explorer. I guess we'll push it out into E2. Yeah, so I think now we time pass, and we G3 here. Yep, this is where we G3. And we get a major. Yep, and that's pretty good for us. I mean, Entwined Power is one of the best cards in the game, though I think we just grabbed Indom. You know, it's definitely just Indom because we want to just defend this land here. What is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, so we grab Indom just so we could defend this. and then the Dahan will strike back, killing everything, and that will win us the game. We gotta forget a card. We'll forget Pact of the Joint Hunt. Okay. Indom, right here, defend 20. We'll do Thickets, defend 5. And I think that is GG. Bureaucrats, we get 2 fear. Coordinated defense. Terrifying Beasts. Your cards, get the lowest Explorer. Angry Mobs. And finally, sweet. Isolate, defend 2. So, Coast Ravage, or not Coast, Sands Mountain Ravage. That's going to be, is it 7 damage? And that's enough to kill all of that, generating enough fear to win us the game. So, pretty solid game with Mud. Looking back, this game, I mean, what went wrong? I mean, maybe it went right. I mean, we did win the game. I mean, yeah, I guess gradual corruption causing us to go blighted. That sucked. I mean, our drafts were pretty good. I mean, I liked Call to Trade, even though I was saying I wish I didn't pick it. I wonder if Sap would have been the better pick instead. But we did get a lot of value out of Call to Trade, so I guess maybe it's a wash. But if you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video.